Anyway, let's look around a little bit. So we got, I don't know what kind of satanic stuff is going on here. It's a little bit, that's, that's, I mean, it's cool. I think it provides infinite light was the whole thing, but it's a little bit morbid. Don't you think? I mean, it's not even like, it's not like a mounted deer head or anything. It's for real. It's a, well, it's a whole thing. All right, let's go see. This is beautiful. I really like this house. Ah, quit, you bit. What the? Oh, they built me a barn too? Well, this had to be the work of none other than Toiva. What the heck? It got built on stilts, I guess. Oh, I got me a pig pen! I got me a pig pen. I got me a pig pen.
The stranger.
I'm back from the dead, y'all, and
He is alive.
I'm hungry than a son of a. Let me run to the kitchen before I faint on y'all.
Trust you to sleep so much. You've had quite a few customers wanting pigs.
I imagine so. You see, the last couple days I did wake up for a second, but my head hurt so much I didn't figure I'd try to do anything. Anyway, it's good to be alive and awake. How's everything going?
I'm hoping that gets sorted.
Oh shit! Well, let me get my bearings together. I'd like to thank whoever the hell built a house around me while I was asleep. I woke up yesterday. I didn't even realize that I was at a different spot. Head was hurting so bad, but dadgum, it's all new.
Toiva.
Well, that girl done.
Yep.
Yeah.
So they figured it out for you.
I'm gonna have to get her something nice or something. That's mighty kind gesture. Build a whole dadgum house around me while I was sleeping. The barn's perfect. This is like pig paradise, is I think I'm gonna call it. Trying to decipher what's going on with these how muscular they are and how healthy they are and stuff.
I thought you may be interested, but there's kangaroos now.
Oh yeah, they pass some laws on all kind of things. Them kangaroos and them frogs and all kind of stuff.
Kangaroos, scorpions, and frogs.
Oh, them scorpions too. Man, I don't know if I'd want to ride one of them things. Seemed like that tail floating that close to the back of my head would be rather intimidating. Well, look at this shit here. He's just hopping away.
The kangaroos are adorable. I have a female, so I need a male because the babies are really adorable because they have like the biggest heads ever.
Wow.
And grumpy faces.
So what in the world, how high do you need to build your walls to have those things not jump over? I mean, it's pretty dadgum impossible to keep wildlings out now if they got frogs.
Okay, so our walls are 4 high, right?
Right.
It jumps about 3 high. But if you get a good cliff from the outside, you can easily jump into a wall.
Well, yeah, or build a little ramp or just about anything. I imagine it's very easy to get in.
So if these things were focused in damage, it could knock people out fairly easily.
Man, I imagine
You're looking at a frog breeder.
I would almost think those are probably more deadly than well anything that we got inside the keep. Ain't no powerful Kentro can kill a man with armor on in 2 hits. That thing will knock you out.
I'm curious if this ignores the armor too, like the clubs do.
I believe it probably does. I'd be willing to bet. You know how some of them warrior types they don't focus anything on that. That fortitude, they all try to just hit hard, you know, or last long in a fight. I imagine that.
I don't.
Well, yeah, I know. You probably one of them smart ones. I use a lot of that fortitude because I just can't stand getting cold up there in the north when I'm hunting pigs, and I really can't stand going to sleep getting frog kisses. Well, let me go get these pigs to kiss. I'll get back with y'all probably a little bit after that sleep. There we go. Sexy time music. Maybe I should name the breeder pair Pork and Beans. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Oh, and beans. That's what I'm gonna do. Watch. This is gonna be. It's smart. It's witty. Hey, Wait, oh, you still wondering? All right. Options. Change name. And beans. Ha ha! Yeah! There we go, guys. These guys no longer small, I see. Oh, no. Wyatt's a big boy. Eats a lot of cornbread. Howdy, everybody.
Well, hello there.
Loads of visitors today. Auntie Gwen, we have another visitor.
Hello?
Oh gosh.
Ah, I was coming to see over if old Uhtred was not Uhtred. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I keep messing up his name. Bjorg, I believe is his name.
I don't think Bjorg is awake at the moment. No, I believe it's just Ollie, Estelise, and I.
Oh, yeah, Estelise I met already too, but I was coming over to talk to Bjorg because it's he passed and gave me this nice pig. I was gonna say thank you personally too. I'm Wyatt, by the way. I'm from Stoneward. Nice to meet y'all.
Nice to meet you, Wyatt.
She's a little loud.
I'm Gwyneth. I'm the builder here. This is Oliver. He is Lady Ellen Lord Robert's son.
My name's Oliver, but I go by Ollie.
Oh, Ollie. Okay, that's pretty easy to remember, I believe. And you
like
too.
your piggy.
Oh well, thank you very much. I'm kind of a pig guy, you could call me. Nothing strange, you see. Just well, I have quite an affinity for the animals. When I was a kid, I got a real bad gash on my head from falling. I was kind of misbehaving. We were playing hide and seek. I was on top of a barn roof. I fell off and the plum split my skull wide open. And Dad brought over one of these pigs and he just saved my life. So they're kind of special to me. Ollie.
It's a very nice
make
pig.
A little modification.
I'm sorry. A modification to my
Do
pig?
you mind? Yep.
Life.
Well, I mean that's kind of personal, don't you think? What kind of modification you talking about there?
Hold up.
I think he wants to make the tail fluff blue. He's done that with his own pig. What colour are you going to paint the tail, Ollie?
Well, let me tell you something. I see that paintbrush in your hand. I'm a level with you, son. I just not a big fan of paint. If you can do anything but paint or anything that looks like paint, I'll be okay with anything that looks not pink.
Yep. The brush has got blue on it. I was gonna try navy and sky.
Oh, now you see that's Stoneward's colors. You can go for it. Now listen. I had a little question. I'm kind of embarrassed to say this, but how would that fella spell his name, Sir Bjorg? How is it B-Y-U-R-G Bjorg? Or
it is B-J-O-R-G, I believe.
What in the hell is a J doing in that word?
Don't ask me. It's his name.
Wow. Well, I'm gonna have to ask him about that. Does anybody ever mess with him and call him BJ?
No, but now that you said that, I'm totally going to do it.
Yeah, that sounds like if he's a joshing fella, I think that'd be pretty funny. Let me write this note now here.
If it was a joshing fellow, why don't they call him Josh?
Well, that pretty. B Josh, maybe we can call him.
And are you going down to Stoneward after?
Yeah, I'll be heading out there. I got in fact, in about 20 minutes, I got one of them pigs that is fitting to have a little baby.
Can I go, Auntie Gwen?
Well, I sure wouldn't mind
Is
the road
there going to be
company.
anyone
That's
to
fine.
bring you back up?
Mr. White, I'm gonna go and get my pig. I'll be down in a minute.
Alrighty, that sounds good. I'll be waiting for you. I'm gonna keep just trying to cut down this note.
Hello, Barry.
Well, I sure hope he likes the letter I wrote him. I tried to make it as nice as possible, but well, we all know the story behind that. How old?
Well, points for effort.
Yeah. How old is the Miss Gwyneth? You said how old was the youngin that I'm taking over to Stoneward? Ollie? How old is he?
He's 10 years of age. 10 years.
Oh, he's 10. All right, I'm gonna try to watch my mouth. I get kind of filthy sometime.
No, he's a good boy, but I think he's in a bit of I guess, a lonely place at the moment. I think that's why he's been painting animals a bit. His sister Lucy used to do that, and Lucy had to travel back to Pentos to be with her twin sister.
Oh, I see. Well, that's unfortunate. So he doesn't have any of his siblings left to keep him company, does he?
No, he just has his parents and myself and my partner, Enos.
Well, that's kind of unfortunate, I do believe. I'm hoping. Well, I mean, if he ever wants to hang out, and if he likes pigs, he'd probably get along with me just fine.
I'm sure he'd love to. He could do with an excuse to get out of the Vale a little more. He doesn't really know Westeros all that well. Have fun. And it was nice to meet you, Wyatt.
Hey, it was nice meeting you too, Miss Gwyneth. Pleasure. Shall we, Ollie?
Yup, you lead the way.
All right. I ain't got the fastest pig, but she's a good one. Mr. Bjork brought this one over the other day, and he's quite nice, to tell you the truth. I really like him.
Yup, I really like my piggy. He does a good job.
Ain't it a lot more fun than riding one of them horses? I mean, I know them horses are much faster and stuff, and you got to be kind of careful because the underbellies are real tender. But it sure is a lot more fun riding a pig than a horse.
They can bite a lot harder as well.
Oh yeah, yeah. They got healthy appetites. As far as the tail poof that you done painted on here, I really like it.
Good. Yeah. My sister covered her pig in pink paint, but yeah, no, I don't like pink.
No, I'm not a big pink fan either. It's just a little loud. Let's see here. Where are we gonna come out?
Did you see my sister's room? It is offensively loud. So, what do you do at Stoneward? Did you say that you've got a baby pig coming?
Yeah, I do. In fact, it's gonna be pretty soon now. I got two of them. One's probably gonna be a little bit smaller than the other one. My first pig was a real tiny one. Bjork brought a male over, and we mated them. So I got a decent one out of that. Two of them actually. They had twins. So I'm letting the twins do their thing. So hopefully we get some sort of mutation sooner or later. It'd be nice to have some funny colored pigs. I think people would like that.
Yup. How many piggies do you have?
Well, this I got 4 adults right now, and I imagine that if I don't have twins or anything, this will be 6, and that'll probably be, I don't know how many I can have. I need to talk to the Duke about that. I'm not used to all these restrictions. You see, in Bravos they really didn't have that, but I'm trying to be a law-abiding citizen, you know.
You're from Bravos?
Yeah, we did. My daddy and them. My mom was cook. My daddy did a lot of agriculture and animal raising over there. And that's kind of where I started out. That's where I was born and raised.
Bravos is one of the only free cities that doesn't have slaves.
Yeah, I always believed in working. We hired a couple hands in rough times in the seasons, you know, when we needed some help. I wouldn't imagine getting anybody to work for us that didn't at least get something in return, maybe a food. I mean, we had fellas over that helped us that we just, you know, we gave a couple beers to and stuff, just out of help. But they were friends. They knew what they was getting into. I don't believe in none of that slavery stuff. That's kind of cruel, you know.
It is cruel. How long have you been in Westeros for?
Oh, only about
here?
Yeah. That's fine. I only been a few weeks, to tell you the truth. And I really I like it here. The last couple days I had so many dadgum headaches, though. I just not often go back to bed. It was almost like I drank too much. But Ollie, I didn't drink anything. It was the strangest thing. You go ahead and pass through. I think this thing's on automatic. Clothes and stuff. There you go.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. Go ahead and close, fella. There. Now listen here,
the
Mama
headaches are getting
Pigs.
bad. I usually.
I'm just letting them know that you coming in. I'm bringing another fella in. Y'all don't get all protective now. You can come on in.
Oh, get that one in the corner.
That's Cookies. That's my favorite. That's my first one. She got another half hour, it looks like, before she pops. Let me see here, old Anna Beans. Anna Beans got about another 20 minutes, so it looks like we're going to be able to get one fully nursed almost before the other one, you know, and get them under control. Last time I had twins, boy, I had my hands full. I was left and right feeding them a little meat here and a little meat there, and it was kind of a mess. Let me get some meat that I got from Tasso right here.
Meat?
Oh yeah, I went out looking for some of those Callis, some defensive animals, and Kintros, and I just got a whole mess of meat while I was out there.
Well, while I'm here, do you want me to paint your saddles? I could do you navy, slate grey, and sky.
Yeah, that'll look real good. Navy and sky is our colors, and I'm using gray as kind of like I don't know how this style or fashion thing works, but I thought about painting my hat blue, but it looked a little ridiculous, you know. So I think that would be a good color combination there, Ollie. Thank you.
Can I try it on?
Well, absolutely. You look pretty nice in that, man.
Can I wear it while I paint your saddles?
Yeah, yeah, go for it.
Mr. Wyatt,
Yes, sir.
is there somebody who does magic here?
I'm sorry, magic?
Yeah, magic.
I'm not really familiar with that. I've never seen any magic around here. I could tell you the truth, closest thing to a magic trick I got is I can make a fart real quiet.
Oh, that's a skill, especially if you're in company.
This is where magic happens. Well, I have no idea what that means. I suppose, unless they're hiding their farts, I'm at a total loss.
Mr. Wyatt.
Oh, this is Robin. This is that fella that I was hollering at just a second ago there. Hey, Robin. This is Ollie. This is he's from the Vale.
So this is where the Duke and Duchess sleep. So the Duke and Duchess can do magic.
I'm thinking maybe they talking about like maybe they mean when the sparks fly when they kiss. You know how they say like them fancy stories, them fairy tales, how when the prince and the princess kiss, it's just like sparks fly, the stars align, and all this stuff. Maybe that's what they talking about.
That's gross, Mr. Wyatt.
Well, well, I'm trying to keep it to a bare minimum, son. I'm not used to using all these fancy terms. I'm just trying to make sense of it all as you are, you dig?
When I lived in Pentos, we had wizards come and visit. They were called hedge wizards, and they would come and entertain us during dinner. Maybe that's what kind of magic they do.
Hedge wizard? You say you lived in Pentos? Is that? I thought that was a bean.
Yep. A what?
A bean. You ain't never heard of Pentos beans? Them's are good. You talking about disguising your farts like I was early. There's no way you could do that if you eat pinto beans. That's Rosselcopter, Romero.
No, I'm talking about the city, not the bean.
Oh, I don't know about no pinto. Where's that at?
It's south of Bravos. It's pretty close.
Man, we stayed pretty local. I didn't know, but I'm not big on biology or anything. I just well.
If you eat these pinto beans, maybe if you farted in Bravos, I could hear it in Pentos.
Probably. That might be why they call them pinto beans, probably. They might have even just named them after the whole dadgum city. There any stinky people that live there? That's Russell.
There's plenty of stinky people who live there, but there's also plenty of stinky people who live here.
You're right. There's quite a few of them. I ain't had the pleasure of meeting any lately. But we had one fella over here that while I was asleep, they said he was being a little stinky. Other than that, I don't know any stinky people here. What was that fella's name again, Rob?
That's one word for
that is stinky. Excuse you, cat.
Oh yeah, they'll do it.
Forgot everything. Stoneward poops all the time.
Everything that's got
Scarlin, literally.
Everything that's got a
Everyone's
rear end
creeping around us.
will eventually shit. You can bet your bottom dollar about that.
That is
So you
Louisiana.
mean Fenrir?
Yeah,
Never say it.
Fenrir.
That's the one, that'll do.
he's got butt in his name.
I think he does. Maybe that's why he was an asshole. Don't you think, Robin? He was maybe he was being a butt just to live up to his name.
Yeah, he went a bit too far a few times.
Well,
Right, you better watch out for your piggy.
that's a good point there. Pleasantries can wait. We got pigs to deliver.
Are you a knight of Stoneward, Sir Robin?
Yeah, I'm one of the knights here.
6 minutes.
I do apologise, I'm having a bit of a tough time at the moment.
It's very headachy tonight.
Yeah, indeed.
Oh, this ain't nothing compared to what it was the last couple days. I didn't even want to. I'd wake up and I just went right back to sleep. Hopefully, them tents we were talking about earlier will help it all out. And Beans, you're gonna be a beautiful mother. Speaking of beans, how you like my names
Mr.
on them
Wyatt?
there? I named them Pork and Beans.
Mr. Cookies,
That's and beans.
beans,
This is pork,
what?
and this is tasso.
What does tasso mean?
Tasso's they take that pork meat. Sometimes they take turkey too, and they smoke it and they salt it. It's almost like in between jerky and steak. It's wonderful. You ain't never tried it.
Could you get your cook to make me some?
I could do my best. If I talk to Miss Toiva tonight, I'll thank her and ask her to make us some tasso. She designed all this, by the way. She did a real nice job with the stables.
What are you gonna call your babies?
I don't really know. You got any? You got anything? I like pig-like names. I like names that make people kind of tilt their head and say, "Oh, that's cute." If you can think of any of those, I'd be honored, Mr. Ollie.
What about rasher? Like a rasher of bacon?
Well, I ain't never heard that. What is a rasher? Is that an amount of some sort of measurement or unit?
Yeah, it's like a slice. It's like a rasher of bacon. Slice.
I ain't never heard that terminology, but that's fine with me. Where I come from, rashers are bad
Have you
things.
ever-
Like when you run real fast and it gets all hot between your legs, when your thighs stick to one another, you get a little rash on them.
Yeah, and then your
I've
mum's
heard
gonna
of it.
put like stuff on your legs.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a rasher. You've heard of it, right, Sir Robin?
I have indeed.
Yes, a rasher of bacon.
All right. Well, is that more of a male or a female name, you think?
I'd say it's more of a male name. Wouldn't you, Sir Robin?
I would indeed.
All right. If we have a male baby, we'll
Which,
call it Rasher. How do you spell that, son?
Gross. R-A-S-H-E-R. Rasher.
All right. Fair enough.
I think that's how you spell it.
At first, I
Is
thought you was
that
talking
how you
about
spell it, Sir
ration,
Robin?
like one of them meals that you pack away for a rainy day. Cookie, relax with your poos, dear. These babies about to come out. Here's one in. Here's one right
There
here.
it goes.
There we go. Well, it looks like you got your rasher. This one's a male.
My mum says that females poop a lot when the baby's about ready. Sometimes they poop right before the baby's born as well. So I think she must
Really?
be close because she's pooping a lot.
She might be.
Yeah.
I imagine it
Mum's
probably
a stable
puts
hand as well.
all sorts of pressure on their innards. It's these things ain't even close to what them little ones do. Them sows, I call them. A lot of people just call them those Fiomias, I believe. Anyway, them things. They I done heard about this place they call Pug Nation. Pug Nation. I don't know where that is, but anyway, they say that them pigs lay out turds bigger than their own behinds over there. I'd love to see that. I think that would be interesting. Yeah, you gotta stay out of the way to their dookie shoots. Tell
Like
Robin the boy likes to paint.
7 different angles in here. You get one over there, one over here, one over there. You
Yeah,
need
it's
like a splatter guard.
poop from all
You need,
directions, huh?
Yeah, you need like a poncho when you come in here to protect your clothes.
Well, now, why do you think I dress down like I do? I know I get so dirty. If I wouldn't have these gloves on, I'd hate to see the underneath of my fingernails. But and my boots, because I step in it all the time, you know.
Too much info.
My grandpa,
gross.
he used to work pigs all the time without gloves on. And one day he used to have this tick where he just dig in his ear all the time. And one day, one of them ears got infected. And you should have seen that mess. It looked like a bunch of cauliflower on his side. That thing popped. The pus would come out of it every once in a while. We had to drain that son of a gun. It was really bad. Come on, Cookies. Where you at, girl? I'm sorry. I didn't mean. It was it just seemed like a fond memory for me. I didn't mean to gross y'all out. I'm sorry. You be careful what you're wishing for. You keep telling her to squeeze, and she might get the wrong idea and give you one of them turds again. I wasn't streaming yesterday, Kason. Man, I tell you, I'm gonna have to go deliver this to Toyva's greenhouse after I finish cleaning up after these here. I tend to just leave them and let it do, but when we got company and all, we just hear. I get used to the smell after a while, to tell you the truth.
I'm gonna have to go for a bath.
Oh yeah, definitely. That the good thing is you can seek a little bit of comfort knowing that bug skin you got on for armor plating, that stuff don't really absorb the smell of anything. This stuff here, I gotta wash it pretty thoroughly usually, because this cloth shirt just tends to just suck it up. I go through these things. Tell you the truth, as cheap as they are to make, I usually just go through them if it wouldn't be for the dyes. But now that we can use them fancy stove pots, I suppose I could go through a few more shirts now. Because them dyes, man, they used to be really hard to make over the stove.
Yeah, you should definitely get more shirts.
Yeah, I usually change them every once in a while. These pants are pretty resistant to the smell and the moisture as well.
Moisture.
Well, when the pigs come out, sometimes it's a little bit messy. You ever had one that got stuck on you? Yeah, those are kind of. Sometimes you got to kind of give them some assistance. It's not too pleasant when it happens, but it's necessary to save the babies,
I think my mum's had to do that with horses before.
I mean, you stay around these farm animals enough, and not that much gets to your stomach after a while. You kind of learn it from being a stable hand. I can imagine how y'all folk would it would mess with y'all a little bit. I guess I'm just a little numb to it. Well, this is much easier than having 2 at a time. When I had them twins, I like to go crazy for the first few minutes. I felt like I was feeding them every 5 seconds.
They eat a lot, don't they?
They do. And I tell you what, you know what's crazy? They can heal as soon as they're born. And if you accidentally nudge them the right way, they'll start healing and eat up that food faster than you could give it to them. It's quite scary.
Have you ever lost a pig, baby?
Oh no, I haven't lost one. I believe it was Jude and Toiva that was out there with me, and we was all like this, looking around. This is the best way to watch a baby pig if you're having a little bit of trouble with them, because you see, it's very hard to do any kind of damage to a pig in this. See, you can't really swing your fist when you're laying down here. So if you ever want to just, you know how sometimes you thinking about something else, and when you start concentrating again, your arms kind of just come out of nowhere and just swing on you. Yeah. You wouldn't want to do that to a baby pig. So in this position here, you can't. Anyway, if you nudge them though too much, they'll just start healing, and it takes so much food. So you ever got to use your pig in any kind of real battle?
No, my mum wouldn't let me get that close to any real danger, I don't think.
Well, that's probably good. I never been in any real danger with one of them pigs before, but in the wild I've seen some really unique things. The other day I had one of them young pigs that was out, and must have been maybe 2 or 3 years old, come with a pack of wolves. And the pack of wolves, typically, Cookie was real good about just, fending them off. But this pig in the back was just healing them and healing them and healing them. And I swear I was biting on them for 30 minutes before I got the pack down. All because of that pig was running support for the team,
Oh. That sounds, hairy.
Yeah, it makes me think though, like a couple of pigs mixed up with these Kentros and these Callies for base defense. Heck, if we ever had one of them wildling attacks and the Kentros needed some healing, see, all they eat is that dadgum berries and carrots. You really can't heal them real fast, but these pigs come in real handy with that kind of stuff. It's a wide one. Oh, no, that's not the right one.
It's cute.
Youngin' though.
Its top hair is a different color from the rest.
I just noticed that. Is that an olive color, you believe? What exactly is that?
I don't know.
It looks like she's got a bunch of grass on her back. You been rolling around in the grass on this girl?
Maybe she's just been eating a lot of grass.
Oh, yeah. I thought Cookie had worms. She was eating a lot of grass the last few days. Maybe that had something to do with the science of it all. Why, hello there.
Oh, my goodness.
Hey, we got babies. Come on in.
Can I?
Yeah, come on in.
My goodness.
I just fed them. They should be okay to play with.
Oh my goodness, they're so precious. Oh goodness.
I need to give them their names. I was just about to give them their names. I wanted to let them get a little bit older just to make sure they'd remember them. This one's here, Rasher. That was Ollie's recommendation from the Vale.
Oh, the stretches for the piggies. Oh my goodness.
Let's see.
How
do we call that?
Fierce, dusky beasties. Don't judge me.
I'm going to.
Rasher and Truffles. Truffles here got some sort of mutation. What color you reckon is that back hair that she's got? I don't know what to make of it. If it's gold or green or brown or what.
It looks like an olive color.
Yeah, it does kind of look like olive, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Or she's a youngin', but she could be a mascot or something. She might make a fine mother and get her with one of these big studs and try to get an improved age on those, you know. I believe I heard my name. Everything's all right out there.
Animals,
Yep.
I can
that's Gabo, which is Oh, hey there. How you doing?
Baby.
Yeah, I got a couple of babies.
Babies.
Just had them. They're real nice to pet too. Just they're kind of clean right now. If you want to rub your fingers through their back hair there, this one's just got this olive back hair and chin hair. I think that's one of them mutations they call that. She's adorable. My name's Wyatt. How pleasure to meet you. What's your name?
My name's Gobbo. Why?
Well, Gabo is pleasure to meet you. Oh, that sounds yeah. I ain't did any shopping since I've been over to Westeros. I've been meaning to go make my way out there and get a little bit of that gold from the bank so I could spend a little bit. What's that in your hand? You sell those too?
How much is selling for?
Well, I was kind of thinking about that. The ones with mutations, I'm gonna let them get a little bit. Well, I'm gonna breed her a bit, so I'm gonna keep her around. I believe the ones that come out 31 like that, I believe I'm gonna sell them for anywhere between 15 and 20. Yeah. If you send somebody over here with a recommendation, I'll give you 20% of whatever I sell the pigs for. How that sound?
Ooh. That sounds good to Gobbo. Does make any other tamings as well with the animals? Does have other things, or just piggies?
Well, I could tame just about anything if I got a contract for it for these kingdoms or anything that's legal for me to get. Other than that, the area of specialty outside of pigs, I'm afraid I haven't really ventured into except for a couple of defensive animals. But I can make special tames and requests for anybody that needs them, I suppose. He doesn't use a voice changer. I can actually make that voice too.
Gobbo like pants. You like pants? Gobbo like pants. Gobbo like hats too. Sound good to me.
Well, that's perfect. Well, I look forward to doing business with you there, Mr. Gobbo. I'm gonna try to make it to the bank here in one of these upcoming days, and I'll stop over for a spell and I'll talk to you a little bit.
Here, enjoy some of Gobbo's nutritious nuts. Just as a little thank you for being so welcoming.
Oh well, thank you very much. You gotta take these out the shell or anything, or you just put them in your mouth.
You just put them in your mouth and give them a big old crunch.
Well, them's ain't bad. They're a little bitter, but they do taste pretty good. Thank you.
I'm thinking of adding a bit of, I shouldn't really be saying this because it's secret, but a bit of honey to my nuts.
Nuts and honey.
Yeah.
Hey, you could even call them, like, you know how some of them fellers, they when their wife asks them if they need something, they say nut and honey. You could call them that.
Oh yeah, nut and honey.
Right.
Nut and honey. I like it.
And you could even say if they want to leave your store without buying anything, say don't forget your wife because you don't want to leave without nut and honey. I'm salivating just thinking about it right now too. I think honey would just hit the spot on them things. And
yes.
I'm sure you'd make a heck of a profit too if you got them real catchy and everybody would have your sweet nuts in their mouth. I'm sure you'd make a pretty penny off of that.
This Gobbo's dream. Have nuts in everybody's mouth.
Well, I think that's a grand dream, Gobbo. Hey there, Dookie.
Whisper.
About damn time you get these pigs going.
I know, man. I got
get 'em.
two of them. One of them got a mutation too. The little younger than the other one, but that moss on his back, that's different. That's not normal.
Oh, they're actually cute when they're young. They're ugly as hell when they grow up.
Yeah, they are something to look at when they get a little bit older. I think they're cute the whole time, but hey, especially when they're little.
Did you hear the latest in Westeros?
I heard old girl the Queen's got a birthday party tonight that I'm not going to. I heard there was somebody that got ejected out of Stoneward for some weird shit.
Well, he left before we could eject him.
Oh well, he got wind that he was getting fired. He got
people.
Hey, how y'all doing?
Howdy.
Yeah. Now, what price do you think we should sell? Naturally, the mutated ones I'm going to reserve for a little bit of breeding, but once we have extras, them's will be higher. But do you think 15 or 20 gold's asking too much for a pig? Something like what we looking at here? Come on, take a good look at pork.
I don't know nothing about pigs.
Man, me neither. What do horses go for?
Starter horses usually, 5 gold, and then up from there as you get the mutations and stuff. But the pigs
see.
are a little more work, so
They are a little more work. Maybe 10 or 15, depending on what kind of
Depend. Excuse me for a second, but that depends on also if you're gonna add a saddle in with the pig. If you're gonna add a saddle in, then you can increase your intake a little bit more.
Well, I suppose that would be an option if somebody was curious about it. I'd hate to send anybody out with a saddle, but a bargaining man as myself, if I went to market and I really just needed a pig and my daddy could make saddles, I'd probably just tell him that I'd take it without the saddle. So maybe just an option with a few gold, whatever the blacksmith thinks.
Maybe 10, 15 without a saddle, and 15 to 20 with one, however you want to do it.
Yeah.
Hell, I don't know nothing about these things.
Good.
Yeah, I could try it out just like that. We'll start at 15 and let them talk me down to 10 if it's somebody that I really just want to do business with. I got this fella named Gabo that lives over there by Kingsland. He said he's gonna send me customers and I'll give him a 20% cut if somebody comes with a referral. I thought that was a pretty good deal. Yeah, I'll try.
A good friend of mine, he ran a tavern.
Yeah.
And it was the whistling pig, the flying pig, or something like that. I think it was the whistling pig. He neatest thing I ever seen. The freshest pig you could get in Westeros. You sat down at the table, and the pig fell on the table for you, ready to eat.
Well, that's some sort of spectacle that I'd love to see. I imagine that was quite entertaining. Was the pig any good? Was it delicious?
Oh, best pig you could ever have.
Man, that sounds like a hell of an act.
Cooked.
Whatever happened to that? The place still open now, or the storm done took it away?
Oh, the storm done took it. A couple of storms ago, unfortunately.
Well, that's a damn shame.
I don't know what's going on at the minute.
Gotcha.
But,
Sir, my name is
I'll let you get back to work.
DJ. I didn't mean to interrupt y'all conversation at all. I apologize if I did.
No, DJ, it's fine. Everybody just kind of talks when they feel like it around here. It's cool. Howdy, nice to meet you.
Hello, sir.
Hey there, Jared.
Hey.
Hey, Mo, if we can steal you for a minute.
Alrighty.
Go on and do your
Your
dookie business.
My dookie? Yep, there's my dookie business.